This will be a long video.
Hi everyone, I know it's been a very long time since you've seen me. It's Isaiah Pope, aka the Popester for you. As you can see, this is my little art show I'm trying to make for myself. I know it's been a very long time since I ever showed any of my artwork to you. Last time you saw me doing artwork, I think it was maybe 5 or 6 months ago, maybe, I'm not sure. But I was doing digital work. You got to see how I did digital drawings and was able to make it into my own and make masterpieces out of it. I've been able to advance myself in digital artwork. As you can see, I have been able to create something like this when I'm working. At the time I was working at a t-shirt store, but I don't work there anymore. But when I was there, I was able to put one of my digital artwork onto a t-shirt, and there it is right there. Whenever I wear this, I have a smile on my face because knowing that I'm wearing my artwork, it really brings joy inside of me right now. Because I know I put a lot of my heart and soul on this piece, so just seeing it on the shirt really inspires me. Another thing I actually worked on with digital art was making posters with them. Now I know you might be thinking, how in the world is this guy who does digital art on his phone, not on a tablet, is making posters from them? Well, I'll show you. This is my other one that I have made as well. As you can see, this is a poster I made of Rogue One. This took me about maybe 5 days to get done with on my phone, and then after I got done with it on my phone, I was able to go to the library, print off 9 pieces, and I was able to glue them together into this poster board. And now, I don't have to buy one at the store. I simply made one for my own, and the best part is that I changed the background so that way it looks like a space one instead of like a cloudy one on the poster from the picture I found her in. So it looks like a space background, and I was able to put the logo there, so now it looks amazing and it looks epic. The second poster I made, which is one of my favorite ones that I actually worked on, was Star Wars, The Women of the Galaxy poster. Now, this was something I really wanted to do. It was something that was stuck on my mind, and I figured if I don't do it now, then I won't do it ever. And I'll live with a big R word that I really don't like, which is regret. So, you might have saw my video of me making this artwork on my phone and then putting it together as a poster back in August. But if you haven't, well, here is what it looks like. Star Wars, The Women of the Galaxy. Well, my friends, here it is. It's in a frame now. The white back, I was gonna color the background black, but I wanted to leave it white because I wanted to keep this part the main symbol of the story. Of how I was able to create this project. So look at this. This project is epic and I really enjoyed making it. I know it looks backward to you guys, but it's awesome. I love this piece. This piece I adore so much. My goodness. I'm gonna go like up and down with it, that way you guys can see it. Alright, so yeah, like that. Oh, you can see my phone through the screen right here. Right there. I'll back up from it, that way you guys can see this stuff right here. But yeah, there were times where I actually wanted to give up on it, but somebody just told me just to keep going. You know, don't give up, because this will actually like motivate you. So I was really grateful to work on something like this. Very epic. I'm sorry if I sound so terrible on this, guys. It's been a while since I've done a YouTube video, but I'm back doing this now. So yeah, I've been very absent because, you know, we moved to a different place. I've also been doing a lot of schoolwork lately, and this is my senior year. I remember doing my first video 4 years ago. I think it was 3 years ago. It was in 2016, I believe. I was 15 years old at the time, getting ready to turn 16 years old, and now I'm 19, so time goes by really fast. Posters. I also make hand-drawn material. As you guys saw on my previous videos from at least a few years ago, I have been able to do a lot of hand-drawn stuff, which would be the Star Wars characters, actors, or even some superheroes that I've done. The last one I've done was, I believe it was Divergent, which was Triss, but I also did Thor and Black Panther since Infinity War was out around that time. but I actually did a Captain Marvel poster. It was a 22 times 28 poster board. I remember putting it together. I really thought I wasn't gonna get done with it at first because I got the drawing completed, but then I had to put the colors in there. And when I started coloring the helmet, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is taking forever. There's no way I'm gonna get done with this. But you know what? I got up off of my butt and kept working on it. I worked on it nights and days all the time, I worked on it from, let's see, to staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning, or waking up early 7 or 9 in the morning and working on it for like 6 hours straight. It took me a month to get this piece done. And when it was done, oh my goodness, it made me realize that I can actually create more poster art, not only digital, but also drawing material. And when I put it in that frame, I'm like, oh man. Here is the Spider-Man one that I did, and it was really fun to work on. This took me 3 weeks to work on, since I was really adamant about getting it done. It was so hard to do, since there was a lot of colors that I had to mix together just to make this piece, but at the same time, it was worth it, y'all. But I do know that a lot of people have not been able to see my artwork that I have done, since I haven't put it on YouTube and I've been keeping it to myself for a long time. So I'm finally able to show you guys what it looks like. So I'm going to take you guys with me to see my portfolio. Here's the artwork I'm working on right now. It's the Porg from Star Wars, and I think I have a picture of it. I'm following the picture of the colors, so that way I can get this done. This is the picture, and here's the coloring. The eyes were so hard to do, and the feathers were very challenging, but my art teacher in school has been telling me that if I keep working on species and coloring them, then I'll be able to color humans better, and I really agree with him on that. So I've been working on species. So let's get to my drawing ones first, shall we? Oh boy, there might be a glare to this since I'm having my flashlight on. Let's go to this portfolio, but here we go. You guys have already seen The Rock. If you guys follow me on Instagram on Isaiah Pope Art, then you'll be able to see this rock thing that I worked on. It took a long time to do. It was like 3 or 4 hours I spent working on this straight. And oh my, I was 16 when I did this. I put my age on here. Wow, 16 years old I started working on this. Chloe Grace Moretz. She's one of my favorite actors I love watching in movies. I liked her in, what was that movie I saw her in? It was Greta. That was a movie that recently came out, and The Fifth Wave. And I made this, I was 17. This is when I first watched Divergent movie, even though it came out like years ago in 2014. But last year was the very first time I actually saw the movie after I read the books. And I really liked it, so I decided to do like a art theme for it, and this is when they were on the train. 13 Reasons Why! Oh, I loved watching this show, 13 Reasons Why. Sorry if there's a glare on here, guys. They're in plastic sheets, as you can see, but the logo was so hard to do. I remember just working on this hours and hours working on this thing. It was very hard to do, but it was worth it. Catherine Langford from 13 Reasons Why, and from the movie Knives Out. I did this, I was 18 when I did this. Wow. And this took me, I think, 2 or 3 days to do in school. Oh, these are good, baby. Oh, ha, ha. I really wish I did a video of this, but at the time, the camera that I had on my other phone was terrible at taking, coloring art. Because whenever I was doing coloring art on the Thor or the Triss Divergent one, it didn't come out right on the camera, and I had to do effects on there. But now, since I got a new phone and it has a better camera on here, as you guys can see clearly, it looks awesome. I put 6 hours of work on this. So I spent the whole day upstairs in my room working on this. And by the time I got done with it, it was like 9 o'clock. So 6 hours working on this straight. And when I showed my art teacher, he's like, this is something new. Okay, our next one is Triss from the Divergent series, Insurgent. It was when her hair was cut. I wanted to do short hair from a woman because I knew that it was something challenging for me to do. I already got the eyes down, I already got her face down, the purple that was fading through her face, the lighting, her clothing, but I wanted to do short hair because I knew I've never done short hair on girls before, so that was something challenging for me. Oh, Captain Marvel from Avengers Endgame, everybody. I remember I made this before Endgame came out. I was deciding to figure out which favorite character I should do, and Captain Marvel became my favorite. So I decided to do her and put Avenge the Fallen, and I was able to use marker on this. I was able to use marker on her hair. I was able to use it from the shadows to fading out to where it looks like her, even on under her neck. And I used Sharpie around the edges on here too, on her hair, and even on her eyes, her pupil right here on her eyes, and left that one part black. It was really hard to do. And let the one part white. So hard not to mess with the white part on there, but yeah. And I didn't leave her eyes just white. I faded it in with yellow and the highlight on here, and it looked amazing. Got Rey here. Rey. I'm not gonna say who Rey is because I already saw the Rise of Skywalker, but this is when The Last Jedi. I wanted to do a Star Wars one, and I wanted to do a challenging one, so I did Rey from Star Wars Last Jedi. This logo looks a lot better than the Captain Marvel one right here, and that was because I actually measured it with a ruler, and I was able to figure out where I was going to place them. So yeah, the background looked amazing. The background was all in pencil. I wish I did it with markers because I used a lot of wax on this from the pencil, but yeah, I did so much mixing on here with her lips, her skin, the pink, the yellow, all of it, from her lightsaber beaming on her skin and out, in and out, and man, this was one of my favorite pieces I did for this guy I was telling you guys about. It was, I know you already saw it, but here it is, me holding it, Captain Marvel. Ooh, the 22x28 poster board. Detail I put in here, I worked on their helmet first, and then I worked on her hair last, because I always did the hair last because the hair was the most challenging part. So yeah. Ooh, this is the one I recently made. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. This was the Ewok. This time I was able to use marker and pencil together with this one, since I know how to use marker and pencil together. And when I used it together to make this Ewok, it was amazing. Oh, and I used marker and pencil for the background too, so I enjoyed it. You like from the show, The Mandalorian, the Baby Yoda, y'all. I worked on the Baby Yoda for 6 hours. I used coloring pencil only, no marker, because my art teacher wanted us to work on coloring pencil stuff. So I decided to practice with coloring pencil and tried my best not to use marker. It was so tempting to use marker, but I was able to use it with pencil, and look what happened. I practiced it. Yay! My artwork that I did on my phone. So here we go. And ooh, the Captain Marvel Avengers Endgame, y'all. This is amazing. This is one I was telling you about, how I spent all my heart and soul on this one. Here's the Hulk. I don't know what happened here with the studio. I kept trying to reprint it out without this happening, but it came out that way still, so I just actually decided to have it. But that's what it looks like with the Hulk. And Emma Duval from Screen the TV series. If you're not familiar with the series, go on Netflix and watch it. It's actually pretty scary, but really good show to watch. I know people might not like Ben Shapiro, but I like listening to his podcast and all that, and you guys can hate me for that, but I actually like it. Did Rey. I wanted to change the background and make it look like purple and the outside of it pink. That way it looks epic, and it looks epic to me. I don't know to you guys, but yeah. If you guys have not seen any of these, then go to my Instagram once again. You guys have already seen this. I already showed you the poster that I made of this, but this is what it looked like on my phone when I was working on it sideways. There's a video of me working on this, If you haven't seen it yet, just go to my previous videos and you'll be able to find it. And ooh, I loved working on this. This was my very own fan art that I made. I made this designing it exactly how I made the Women of the Galaxy one I showed you guys. But yeah, this one I loved working on. It was amazing. And there is the Women of the Galaxy one. Here's a photo of it. Here's actually a video of it now, where you guys are able to see it better. And there is Breaking In with Gabrielle Union. I loved that movie, how the mom was able to save her kids from those 3 gunmen. Yeah. Alright, I'm not going to show you all of my digital artwork on here. You'll be able to see the rest of the stuff I was able to get done with on the end of the video, because you're going to see like all the photos of everything that look with a better view of it than from this angle, because I want you guys to really see all the detail that I actually put in this work. So I'll show you 3 more. So here's my last 3. Ooh, Spider-Man Far From Home. This was one I loved working on. There were a lot of dots I kept adding on here for this one, but it was worth it. I loved working on it. And as you can see, this one looks very different from the other digital art I worked on. That's because on the other digital art, I was using Autodesk, the Autodesk Sketch app. But from this one, I was using Adobe Illustrate and Adobe Photoshop. I used both of them just to make this whole thing. And it was awesome. Yeah. The Last Jedi, everybody. Oh, I loved working on The Last Jedi artwork. It was amazing. I loved doing girls' hair on my phone, but not on a piece of paper or a pencil, because it takes a lot of work doing on a piece of paper or a pencil. But on your phone, you're able to fix your mistake on there and able to redo it. Is Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Olivia Benson herself, since I love this show. It's been going on for 21 years, since 1999. So be sure to look that up on Hulu or go on NBC and look it up and watch it, because these shows are amazing. So there you have it, guys. That is all that I am going to show you from my portfolio. I will show you the rest of my digital artwork and on the end of the video, where you're able to see the rest of the ones I do have. That way you guys can get a better glimpse of all the detail I put in there. But yeah, that's all the artwork that you missed. I really wish I did put these on YouTube, but at the time I did not know how I was able to put all that detail and all that work on there. And I did not have a good camera on my phone to present all the colored drawings I had. But now that I have a good camera and I have a good phone, a Note 9, the last one I had was a Note 3, so that was really old. I'm able to continue these. Now, what I'm going to work on is something big, something amazing. It's another thing that I really wanted to do for a very long time, guys. And it's a big project. I know it's going to take a lot of poster boards to work on, but it's going to be like one huge, big, gigantic jumbo poster I want to make. It's a Star Wars theme from all the movies from episode 1 through 9, including adding the Rogue One and Solo. I loved Rogue One so much, so knowing that I'm adding this to this little 1 through 9 thing is amazing. So I'll be able to show you the posters of how many I'm going to put on there. Once I get done counting them, I'll be able to see how big this poster thing is going to be. But yeah, let's go count them up, shall we? Okay, everybody, this is how big my Star Wars piece is going to be. If I combine all my posters together to make this one huge poster, then this is how big it's going to be. And I'm not going to lie, it's going to take a lot of effort putting all these posters together, but it'll be worth it. Please go to my Facebook page, which is right there, as you can see, and go to my Instagram. My Instagram is right here also, and this is the symbol for my Instagram and for my Facebook. So thank you guys for watching my video. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you want to catch up on more of me making this huge art piece I'm going to be working on throughout this month. So anyway, the poster is out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.